This segment of Golf Life is dedicated to helping you hit better irons with more control and solid contact. To begin, here's a Golf Life tip from top teacher Brady, who shows you easy ways to control your distances.
If you're looking to save a few shots on your game, a great place to start is with controlling your yardages. Most of the time you'll be 7-iron to wedge on the course with an opportunity to get the ball close and maybe make a birdie. In those situations, you want to have control over how far your irons are going. At Aviara here in San Diego, we've got a beautiful range that has some target flags that give us an opportunity to start to practice that. At 135, we see the orange flag. This is a common distance that you'll have on the golf course when you're playing a round of golf. Well, you want to hit at 135, but you might also want to hit it 130 or 140. And this gives you a chance to practice all three distances. In the best case scenario, you can use one club to span that 10-yard range from the front of the green, middle of the green, all the way to the back of the green. To get started, you need a vanilla distance. This is the average distance you hit the club when you're just making your basic golf swing. You want to hit 4, 5, 6 shots with your club, aiming out towards the flag to find out exactly how far each club goes. I have my 9-iron in this instance going to the 135 marker. So now that I've established that my vanilla 9-iron goes about 135, I want to start taking 5 yards off and then adding 5 yards to that distance so that when I'm faced with that situation on the golf course, I have experience hitting it a little bit further and a little bit shorter. Let's start with the shorter version first. When I want to hit it 130 with the 9-iron instead of 135, I've got a couple things I'm going to do. First, I'll choke down slightly on the club. This will take a little speed off and make it easy to lose a few yards. The next thing I want to do is make my normal swing, but just make it a little bit smoother and slower than my average shot. This will help a few more yards come off, and I should be able to get to that 130 number pretty comfortably. So when I'm getting ready to hit that shot, as I'm making my practice swing on the golf course, I choke down a little bit and I'd swing it a little bit smoother so that I've rehearsed what I'm going to try and do when I'm actually executing at the target. So I'll choke down a little bit on this, and I'll hit it a little bit smoother than I did from 135. So that ball's a little shorter than the flag. Now 135 I've established as my vanilla. I've taken 5 yards off by choking down and swinging a little bit easier, and now I'm ready to move on to that next distance, which is 140. To hit the 9-iron at 140, I've got to change the setup again. I'll put the ball back slightly in the stance, and I'll add a little bit more punch through impact. This will drive the ball out a little bit lower for 2 reasons. One, I've got the ball back, and that de-lofts that 9-iron, turned it into kind of like a little bit of a weaker 8. And the shorter follow-through will drive the ball out at that lower height. This is really ideal for picking up a few more yards with the short clubs. So let's go through that setup and the swing. Once again, I get the ball back slightly in the stance. I'm thinking of a little bit punchier shot with a shorter finish. You know, Tiger Woods said the key to winning major championship golf is controlling your yardages with your short clubs. He's won 14 majors, so maybe we should start paying attention to him and putting some of that into our own game.